my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time. It's going to be a story time about how I got scammed. So as you guys know, I was looking for another job from this raggedy job I was working at. And I already made a story time about that. This is probably going to go up before that story time. But yeah, I was looking for another job. And I was looking more for an at-home job because after everything that was going on in regards to me finding work as a bartender, it just wasn't working out. So I was applying to a bunch of remote jobs for about a couple of weeks. Before I got an email from a job. And this email is from Jessica from Amphivina Therapeutic. It's a company that specializes in the research of oncology and finding cancer treatments, all that good stuff. So I get this email on February 5th that says, hi, yeah, we want to hire you as a data entry specialist and you'll be getting paid $38 an hour, which this didn't raise a red flag to me. And I don't understand why it didn't, because I've never had a remote job before and I'm pretty much entry level. I have a degree in business administration and cosmetology management, but I haven't really done anything in regards to like data entry and everything. So the fact that the pay was so high, it should have been alarming. But honestly, I had been searching for a couple of weeks and I just thought I looked up. So that's why I was like, you know what? This is a blessing, so let me go ahead and take this blessing. So she was basically telling me about the company, telling me what they do. I went on the website. It is a real website. It's a real, I even looked up the actual, like, you know how you can look up to see if the website is real or fake? It was a legit website. I was like, yeah, I am interested. We were going back and forth on email. The first time she contacted me actually was through text. So I got a text message from a number saying, yes, this is Jessica. So I sent you an email about this job position. So that's when we carried on into the emails and everything. So the email was telling me about what I was going to do. It was telling me about everything about the job description. It was going to be remote, of course, and equipment provided, all that good stuff. And this is what I was hoping for, because I was like, any equipment is provided, because I don't have my own laptop, not yet. So I was looking for a job that provided equipment. So I'm just like, this job provides equipment, it's a good pay. Everything seems like it's falling into place. So we keep on going back and forth in email. These are a couple of emails that we were going back and forth with. And it was a whole bunch of, you know, like I had to give her my information, my name, gender, you know, race, all that stuff, like where I live, all that stuff, which is normal for jobs. So I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was giving her the information back to back to back. I even had to take a 15-minute assessment, you guys. It was a real assessment. Like it was timed and everything. I was going through there asking me questions about the job. So this all looked super real. And I finished the assessment, everything. I sent her back. All this is within a span of a couple of days, minus the weekend, because I didn't hear anything back from them on the weekends, which I thought that they don't work on weekends. That's why I didn't hear anything back from them on the weekends. So around February 13th, I get the email saying, okay, everything looks good. We're going to send you a check. They said the check was a certification for a software license. And I'm just thinking like, okay, cool, whatever. I've never had data entry job. I don't know anything about this. So I'm thinking like, okay, I need a certification. Okay, let's go ahead and get me certified. So she was just like, yeah, we'll send you the check and everything. And what you have to do is you have to mobile deposit it into your bank account. So when I got the check, it had a certain person's name on it, and I'm gonna put a picture of the check. I'm not gonna put their name in, because it had their name and their address and everything, which that should have looked funky to me, but I was like, you know what, everything else seemed legit, so I thought this seemed legit too. So the name of the person on the check was the one who sent me the email, and it said that he was the executive director of the company. So I'm just like, okay, everything seems to check out. So yeah, everything seems to check out. So February 14th, before I go to work, because I was running a little bit late to work, I went to the FedEx, I printed out the check. I didn't even, and this was my mistake, I should have looked at the check closely. I was in a hurry for work, so I was like, let me go ahead and get this check taken a picture of, deposit into my account so I can go into work and we can get everything started. So after I did all of that, and this is the conversation on Telegram, I had to upload the Telegram app because they said that's how they communicate with the employees and everything. They even had a picture, a video. Jessica sent me a video of her. I'm just gonna do a screenshot of the video. So the person in the profile picture matched the person in the video. So basically after I cashed a check, they were just like, okay, so right now you're gonna deposit into your Cash App. This should have been an alarm to me as well. But without, I feel like me acting on everything was just me trying to get another job, because I was trying to get another job with that. And I was essentially desperate. And I feel like they know who to prey on. Inflation is high, people aren't getting paid enough, and they're trying to provide for their families and for themselves. So I was acting out of place of desperation, so I really didn't see the signs. So when she told me to do that, I was like, okay, whatever, cool. What should have got me, and I don't really know too much about this, but they said to transfer that from Cash App to Bitcoin, which I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. I've heard of Bitcoin. I don't know too much about it. All I know is it's untraceable. That's all I know. And that a lot of companies use it sometimes. I've heard companies use it. So it didn't really raise any red flags in my head that, hey, this is not right. I don't think I said this earlier, but the check was for $920.50. So after I did all that, she was basically telling me to screenshot every single thing I did. And I was like, yeah, screenshot done, screenshot done. I did everything. She was just like, give me the ID for the transaction and place it in with your email address, because she gave me my own personal email address for the company. And she said, place those together and send them to me. So I did that, and she was just like, okay, yeah, so we should be able to get up with everything later on. So something quite wasn't sitting right with me, because I was texting my friend while I was doing it, and she called me and she was just like, girl, I think this is a scam. And so I'm like, I don't think it is. Like, I did all this, she told me to do all this, I don't think it's a scam. So she was just like, okay, so let's look over your check. Let's look over this. And she was looking like, she looked at the people's name on a check. It was an elderly couple who lived in the same state as me. I live in, I ain't gonna tell y'all where I live. So I'm like, oh shit, like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Because I was looking at it too, and she was just like, did you already do that? And I was just like, yeah. I was like, and she was like, I think you need to go to the bank. So I rushed up to the bank after that, because I'm just like, oh shit, because I did all this already. Everything was transferred, everything, like, I was freaking out. So I go to the bank, and I bring them the check, and they were just like, yeah, it's indeed fake. It's a fake check. So I'm over there like freaking out. I almost have like a mental breakdown up in there. I'm just like, so there's nothing we can do. Like, you can't reverse this, or I can't get Cash App to reverse this. And they were just like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So I started crying right there, because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why is this shit happening right now? Because I really thought this job was for me. Everything was for me. And now it's looking like, I got scammed. So I'm crying. Like, I'm just like, so you sure? And so I called my boyfriend, and he's just like, are you serious? Where you at? And I was just like, I'm still here at the bank. And he was just like, I'm coming up there. He leaves his job and he comes up there he's there within 10 minutes. And we both go up in there. So we go up there and talk to this other lady, and she's just like, well, we can just close your account. And I'm just like, will that work? And she was just like, it should work, no problem. Like, it shouldn't be tracked back to you if that's the case. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. So I deleted my account. I got a new account. And today, when I'm filming this is February 28th. This all happened February 14th. Fast forward to today. Well, I tell you, it was the 28th today. And well, yesterday on my dad's birthday, I looked into my account and it's withdrawn the exact amount for the check. I'm about to have another mental breakdown, because I'm just like, I thought everything was good. I thought that they weren't, it was like, and the thing is, like, I had a feeling that it probably wasn't going to disappear just like that. But for me, getting confirmation from the bank, I trusted them. I was just like, so is this really not going to show back up? And they were just like, no, it shouldn't show back up. So the fact that it showed back up and they took it out of my account, I was so distraught. I'm already not over here barely working, and I now get hit with this. So we went up there and we talked to the fraud department at the bank, and they basically said that it wasn't my fault, but it was my fault. I willingly put the check in there and I willingly sent it, which I understand, but they were trying to classify it as not a scam, which it's definitely a fucking scam. because I got fucking scammed. So it's not the fact that it is a fucking scam, but they're trying to classify it as not a scam because they said I willingly did it. So yeah, you guys, that's the end of my story time. Moral of the story, if something is too good to be true, it is. And if something's involving a check, gift cards, any type of money, especially Bitcoin, don't do it. Don't do it. Learn from my mistakes. But that's it in my video, you guys. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in my next one.